What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Bandai Power Rangers Legacy Collection GameStop exclusive Armored Red Ranger. Here we do have the Red Ranger in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him out of the packaging, and then we'll have a better look at the Red Ranger, so stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have the Armored Red Ranger posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's take a look at what he comes with, because he does come with quite a few accessories. For starters, he comes with the exact same blade blaster and holster that we've seen on all the other Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures, which is a really nice accessory. I do like it. His other accessories are actually the Dragon Dagger and the sheath that goes with the Dragon Dagger, which came from Green Ranger, which looks really nice. And then he also does come with the red power sword, so really like the fact that we got both the Dragon Dagger and his power sword with him. And they both fit in either of his hands, although the power sword is a little bit thicker, so you might want to heat his hands up before putting them in his hands. As far as accessories go, that's all he comes with, but that's all you'd expect him to come with, so it's not that big of a deal that he doesn't come with anything else. No Zord Build-A-Figure, which I'm perfectly okay with. So with that out of the way, let's actually have a closer look at the Red Ranger's details. And so here we have a closer look at the Red Ranger, and I have to say, even though it's a mold that we've seen before, I really still like this mold. It's a shame that this is the last Power Ranger Legacy figure that I'll probably pick up, seeing as how Bandai sold the license off to Hasbro, so yeah. Unfortunately, he is the last figure that we are getting in the line. I would have liked to see a Black Ranger with the shield as well. That would have been an easy exclusive that Bandai could have given us, but as far as the Red Ranger goes, since it is my favorite color and my favorite Ranger, I'm really not that disappointed that we got him now. First things first, I was having a hard time pointing out what was off about his helmet, and it took me a while to figure it out, but he's actually missing some paint applications, and it's not just with my figure, it's as if Bandai actually forgot to continue the paint work on his helmet. If we bring in the original Red Ranger, you can see the white actually comes all the way around the visor, especially right here at the bottom. He doesn't get that same treatment. Even though they did go with silver, which looks nice, he doesn't have the silver trim that he should have, and it is a little bit jarring when you notice something is off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. So that is a little bit unfortunate. And like I said, it's not with my figure, it's with all the figures, and I didn't notice that. As far as his paint apps go, they're actually pretty clean. You see the dragon shield right here done really well. There's a tiny little scratch on mine, but it's not that big of a deal. I really do love the way the dragon shield looks on the Red Ranger. Going all the way to the back, you can see the seam line, which is accurate to the show. That's pretty much where the zipper was. You can see the gold armbands or torso bands going around his chest, which looks really nice. He is wearing gold armbands, which comes with the dragon shield. When we saw prototypes of this figure, this was actually white, and I was actually worried that they were going to leave that white. Good thing that Bandai saw the problem and fixed that, so we got gold. Moving on to his morpher, I don't know if this is accurate to the show, but he actually has a gold morpher, and that is really different from the silver morpher that he's supposed to come with. Like I said, I don't know if it's show accurate or if it was just on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or Super Sentai, but we have a gold morpher on him. Again, we have his blade blaster and the holster, and this does peg out if you don't want to have it at the side. Same thing with the Dragon Dagger, it fits nicely in its little sheath, and it does peg onto the side as well. Going on to his boots, he has the standard boots that we've come to expect from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The diamonds are cleanly painted for the most part. I don't see too many errors on mine. Actually, I don't see any errors on mine, so that's pretty good. If we look at his arm, here you can see the diamonds aren't perfectly painted. There's a little bit of scuffing right here on the left arm, and not so bad. It actually looks really nice. So even though it's a mold that we've seen before, I'm still really excited because this is actually one of my favorite figures that I wanted them to make, and we actually got it. So I'm happy about that. So with his detailing out of the way, let's actually get him compared to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And here we have the Red Ranger posed next to a DC Multiverse Superman and a Marvel Legends Cyclops. Here we have the Red Ranger posed next to a WWE Elite Collection figure and a Marvel Legends Black Widow. And finally, here we have the Armored Red Ranger posed next to the Green Ranger and the standard issue Red Ranger. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a look at his articulation. Now, he does have the standard legacy articulation. If you don't know what that is, let's run through it really fast. He does have a hinge in the neck, but the way his helmet goes back, it doesn't go back as far as Green Ranger, but he can bury his chin into his chest, so I do like that. Arms on a ball joint go out to about that far. They would do a 360, but they are hindered by the dragon shield, and you can see it does push the arm out at an angle, so do be aware of that. He does have a swivel at the bicep, double bend in the elbow. He has a swivel here in the glove. He also does have a ball hinge in the wrist, so we get some up and down movement. We can rotate that for in and out movement, and then it does rotate on that joint as well. He has an ab crunch which goes back to about that far, comes forward about that far, does swivel at the waist. Legs do go forward to about there, go back. They go all the way out to the side, so I really do like that. He has a thigh swivel, which works pretty well. Double bend in the knee, works no problem. Swivel at the boot. We have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back and forward pretty far. And then forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, pretty good figure that we got from the Legacy Collection. And again, really glad we did get an Armored Red Ranger. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Armored Red Ranger posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I personally think this is a must-have figure for any Power Rangers collection, especially if you're a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The season in which they traded off Tommy's shield with the Red Ranger and Black Ranger, some of my favorite episodes, and I am sad that we won't get to see a Black Ranger in the Legacy Collection. However, I'm still really happy that we do have a Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield. It was one of my most wanted figures, and a figure I honestly thought we wouldn't get. I am glad Bandai was able to get this figure out to us, even though it's just a reissue of the Green Ranger body with the Red Ranger head. I still think this is a really nice figure to have. I would have liked to see some alternate hands so you can have him playing the Dragon Dagger, although I'm pretty sure the original Green Ranger hands still fit on this figure, so it's not that big of an issue. If I had one complaint, it would be the helmet. The helmet is the only thing that throws the look of this figure off, but it's something I can overlook seeing as how it's still one of my most wanted figures. If you are looking for the Armored Red Ranger, he is available at GameStop, and he should be hitting GameStops now. So if you are looking for him, go ahead and check your local GameStops. Hopefully they have him if you're a fan of the Red Ranger. Definitely pick this figure up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and tell me what other figures you would like to see me review, and if they fit in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at them. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out all my other Power Ranger Legacy videos. Hopefully you find them informative. With that being said, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.